What is a course and how can it be set up? A course is a succession of steps which, in the end, constitute the application file which will then be consulted, evaluated by examiners, for example. On the public interface, the course starts at the presentation interface. It is presented at that level. We have the title of the route, the call button. When you click on it, you get various information that are given to applicants, such as criteria or eligibility, where the documents that are expected to file, and also why not an opening date and closing applications. When entering this course, we find the different steps that make up the compartment. Each step can be different kinds. For example, a form. Here, where questions are asked to the candidates. Information steps were just affirmation of type text or visual given to candidates. To finalize the course, the candidate will have to complete each step to 100%. The last step of final submission of this file. So how can I set up this course? On the administrator side, all you have to do is go to program on which you want to build your course and go into the configuration menu, then route. Here you will find the famous application research saw before. By clicking on the small pencil, you will now be able to access the form of your course. Exchange, for example, the title, the call action button. If you want to add a start date and an end date, simply activate this option. You will also find the short description that we saw earlier. And finally, the famous stage that makes up my course is made up in the same way. You can change title, its nature. So as I remember there, it is either form or text and media. The color code will, it is for the admin side to see the statistic on the stage. And here it is the form step. We will select the form which corresponds to the step. The last step is a bit different from the others. As on this step, you can configure an addition to the title of the message before and after the validation of the file. In addition to these messages, you can decide to activate the sending of an email after the submission of the file, which will be sent automatically to the applicant. Finally, you have two additional options. Limiting the number of responses and activate team participation. Limiting the number of responses is to impose a maximum number of files per candidate. Team participation allows the holder of the file to invite other team members to join it to help him complete the file.